Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy, the Mad Tiger, and we are back with part 7 of the PlayStation 2 collection. It'll be a bit of a shorter one today, just because some of the shelves, obviously, as you can see, are a bit bigger than the other ones. Other ones are smaller. But we got a bunch of action games here, some open world, some war games, some horror games. So we're going to just come straight into it with the first game, Total Overdose. Ironically, just before I start, I brought that PS4 controller yesterday, and for some reason I'm playing it and it just stopped working. I have no clue why it's doing it. It's brand new. Maybe I need to update it or something. So I just brought a new one on Amazon. I'm going to play a bit of Xbox after this video. I'm going to play a bit of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, because I know there's been a big update, so I want to see what's in there. First up, Total Overdose. This kind of cool game. It's like a mix of, say, GTA with some sort of Max Payne elements in there, lots of arcade action. There was a sequel released on the PSP called Chili Con Carne. Not a bad game, but not the best game. And then when we speak of Grand Theft Auto, we have the complete lineup for the PlayStation 2 with the excellent Grand Theft Auto 3, the game that really started it all off in the 3D open world experience. A lot of people say that this is the best one out of the bunch. I can see why. It was really a great game. Then we have Vice City. Again, a lot of people are really torn with the PlayStation 2 lineup of Grand Theft Auto games. They're all good, to be honest, but a lot of people are torn between which one's their favourite. I actually loved Vice City. I think it might be my favourite one because it's got like an 80s setting in there. And we have Liberty City Stories, originally released on the PSP, but they got a port to the PS2. And Vice City Stories, again, also released on the PlayStation Portable. And Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, often considered to be the best in the series. I really enjoyed this one growing up, but actually when I went back and played it not long ago, I got to a mission and I couldn't do it. The bike missions are just horrible. I don't know why I can't do them very well. Then we have Commandos 2, Men of Courage. Sort of an tactical action strategy game, originally on the PC. And we have Dragon's Rage, another game that was made by 3DO, sort of dragon game. I guess you could compare it to, say, Panzer Dragoon or something. Then we have Canis Canem Edit, also known as Bully, often considered to be one of the best PS2 games out there. And yeah, this game is actually amazing. It even has this little huge book in here with a comic and everything. Just don't get this sort of stuff anymore. A lot of people are saying that there is a Bully 2 in development. Whether or not that's true, I have no clue. Again, we will see what happens in the future, but I'd love to see a Bully 2 come out. If you want to play a more up-to-date version, they have got it on the Xbox 360, and it is also playable on the Xbox One. Then we have Mark Echo's Getting Up, Contents Under Pressure, sort of like a tagging game, I think, sort of open world. I hear this is actually pretty decent. Mercenaries, World in Flames and World of Destruction, made by the Pandemic Studios and LucasArts. Now that LucasArts is back together, it makes me wonder whether or not they're going to actually bring these games back, you know, because LucasArts did the first game. And these are sort of like open world action games. I don't know how good they are. Actually, I played a little bit of them back in the day. They're not the worst games. Then we have another game that Sony, a lot of people are asking Sony to bring back, and that is the Getaway series, and Black Monday. These are sort of like grim film noir British GTA style games, very dark themed games, but pretty good. I remember playing a lot of the free roam on the second game. You go around as a cop in London, And, you know, obviously being a British person, it's always nice to see a game that has, you know, a game that has yeah, London setting. Then we have Just Cause, the first game in the series. I actually loved this game when I first played it back in the day on the 360. Does it hold up that well? Not really. Then we have a couple of Driver games, Driver 3 and Parallel Lines. Another series that some people are asking to see a new Driver game. Originally these were sort of like just racing at open world car games. Then they obviously became sort of action games with guns and things, of course. We have Wolfenstein, Return to Castle Wolfenstein, Operation Resurrection. I played a tiny bit of this. It's not that great, to be honest. I prefer the newer ones. Commando Strike Force, made by Adios. Another World War II shooter. There are a ton of World War II games on the PlayStation 2. World War II Tank Battles, another sort of budget title by Interactive Vision. Yeah. World War II Soldier. I have no clue who made this game. It actually doesn't say. Yeah, probably the same people. Then we have Seek and Destroy. I actually loved this game as a kid. It's actually basically Road Trip but with tanks. I used to love playing the multiplayer modes. Like some sort of like party modes you could do. Really fun game. Destroy All Humans 1 and 2. Of course, the first game got a remake last year. Pretty fun games. I will say they do get a little bit monotonous after a while, especially the second one. And they can be a bit challenging and annoying at times, but they're not the worst games out there. A lot of comedy to them. Then we have True Crime New York City, Streets of LA. Another game that I actually loved growing up. It doesn't hold up that great, unfortunately, but it is still a pretty fun game. It is a bit buggy at times, and you can actually really just get a bad ending in this game. Just throw your way through it. But I actually loved True Crime New York City. Again, another sort of GTA clone. I actually love this game. You could just go around and just go up to random people and plant drugs on them. You could go in shops and things. Really good game. I remember, I think the Xbox version has a game-breaking glitch in the final boss fight that actually makes it impossible to beat the game. But I don't know if that's true for everyone. Then we have the rest of the Medal of Honor series. We have Medal of Honor Frontline, Rising Sun, and Vanguard. I've only ever beat Rising Sun. I grew up with this game, loved it to pieces, but all of these games are pretty good. Like first-person World War II shooters. It's a shame EA went away from Medal of Honor, and when they did these sort of modern versions of the game, they just didn't hold up as well. But I'd love to see EA maybe bring back Medal of Honor, but it seems like they're more interested in their Battlefield at the moment. The first Sniper Elite game, a very challenging game actually. It is a bit different than the newer ones, but it is still a pretty solid game, but very challenging. Then we have the two Brother in Arm games, Road to Hill 30 and Earned in Blood. I believe Earned in Blood has some co-op modes. Road to Hill 30. I think they both have co-op modes as well. These are sort of like tactical World War II shooters. But yeah, good stuff. Prisoner of War, Codemasters game. I'm guessing it's like a stealth game where you're in a camp. Pilot Down, Enemy Behind Lines, another stealth game, I'm guessing. The Great Escape. I wanted to like this one because it seemed like a pretty cool idea, but I couldn't really get past the first part of the game. So let me know in the comments below whether or not it's worth checking out. Then we have The Thing, based on the movie. I think this was based on the late 90s, early 2000 ones. Pretty cool concept because you have like a squad meter, and if you're in the cold for too long, you'll die, and you have to eat and stuff. So it's got a survival element to it. Then we have the two Suffering games and The Ties That Bind. Excuse me. But yeah, these games are actually pretty cool. They can be played in first person or third person, and you can sort of like turn yourself into monsters and things. Very dark and grotesque horror games. Then we have Extermination, another Sony branded game with a cool sort of foil style sleeve cover there. I think it's like a Resident Evil clone. Speaking of Resident Evil, we have the Resident Evil series here. We have Dead Aim, which was the light gun game. I think it is better than Survivor, which was that awful one on PlayStation 1. We have Code Veronica X, which was the remake of the Dreamcast game. And then we have Resident Evil 4 Steelbook Edition or Limited Edition. Comes with a little mini guidebook and a bonus DVD, I believe. An excellent game. Really set the way for what Resident Evil was all about, but excellent game. And Outbreak. This game should have had, I think it originally, you know what would have made this game awesome is online co-op. I think the second one had online co-op, but this is a really cool game because you basically have all these different characters you can play as, and they all sort of wander around and do their own things. I'd love to see the Outbreak series come to, you know, PlayStation 4 or something, and include like online co-op, and you can play as different characters and things like that. That'd be a really cool concept. Then we have the Call of Duty series here. The Finest Hour, which was the first game on the PS2. Not the original Call of Duty, but this was an exclusive to console. The same with Big Red 1. And then we have Call of Duty 3, which actually was the same as the Xbox 360 version and PS3 version. And the exclusive Final Fronts game, which was basically a different version of Call of Duty 5 World of War. But yeah, some great World War II action shooters there. Then we have Twin Caliber, a twin-stick on-rail shooter. It's kind of a cool concept. I don't remember it being amazing, but pretty fun little co-op game if you've got someone to play it with. Then we have Evil Dead, a fistful of boomstick. I believe there is another Evil Dead game on PS2. But yeah, that's weird because it's got there, but it doesn't say anything there, so wonder why. We have Ghost Hunter, a Ghostbusters game we never got on PS2, I'm guessing. Kind of a cool one there. Then we have the very, very risque and very dark Manhunt series. I only had the first one on PS2. This game was basically one of the reasons why video games got censored. It was absolutely brutal. And by today's standard, it isn't that bad. But back in the day, this was really, really dark stuff. Basically, you have to go through these levels, and a guy's sort of whispering in your ear, telling you what to do. And yeah, it's all about a game within a game, but it's really dark stuff. And then we have the two excellent Silent Hill series, 2 and 3, the special 2-disc set here and the standard edition of 3. If you're going to play Silent Hill 2 or 3, do not play it on the HD collection that was released on PS3 and Xbox 360 because they were horrible and they ruined the fog of war, sort of the fog, and the sound was terrible. But these games are some of the best in horror thing. I am missing 2 more Silent Hill games on PS2. I'm missing Silent Hill 4, The Room, and Shattered Memories, which Shattered Memories on PS2 is actually quite hard to find here in the UK. The Wii version is easy to find, but the PS2 version is not. But yeah, these are some games that a lot of people are asking for a reboot, and of course we all know the story of what happened to the Silent Hill series with the new game. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Sorry it's not the longest part. Like I said, some of these parts will be short, some of them will be a bit longer. I'm actually going to play a bit of Call of Duty Black Ops. I haven't played it in a long time. I've missed out nearly a whole season's worth of content, but let's load it up and see what's new. I was going to play some PS4, but that controller's fucking up a bit and the other one hasn't turned up yet. Last night I watched The Holy Grail, the Monty Python film. Great film in a bad way. It's a terrible film, but it's amazing at the same time. But yeah, I think tonight I'm going to watch some Disney films. Well, not Disney film, but I'm going to watch the rest of the Disney shorts that I haven't watched yet. Of course, now it's not loading. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed today's video, feel free to leave a like and, of course, comment below. Let me know what you have played recently. If there's anything in particular you want to play or want to check out at some point, let me know in these. Oh, for fuck's sake, it needs another fucking update, of course. I'll play something else then. And as always, guys, subscribe if you haven't already and join the family. And as always, have a nice day. And follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch at The Mad Kyger. I might be doing a stream throughout the week. We shall see. But as always, guys, have a nice day. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care and bye-bye.